City Fandom. Some random day in the week. We're talking, so we must be talking.
Anime.
Just a little disclaimer here. I've had a little bit of a summer cold going around, so apologize for my voice. I was away on vacation, got a little sick. Might do a little coughing. I'll try to mute it during this, not to annoy everybody. But while we were on vacation, while I was on vacation, Justin sent me an alert saying, holy shit, the new One Piece trailer dropped. So,
and not like a normal movie trailer. This is a 3-minute and 7-second like montage of the entire season, it feels like.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very intense. So we figured we had to talk about this, but this came out like last Thursday. And I was away, and then I got back, and then I was sick and not feeling good. And then Justin's AC broke. And he was hot. He had to go get some fans. So I'm still a little sick. He's still hot. But hey, anime needs talked about, especially a trailer like this.
It does.
So we're going to watch it, and it'll be on the screen here. We'll just kind of watch it together, and then we'll talk through it. A lot to talk about here. So let's start. Let's take a look at it. You have it up on your screen ready to go as well, too?
I'm ready to go.
Are you watching it from the official Netflix
I am
page?
watching it from the official Netflix page.
7.1 million views in 4 days.
That's insane. It was over the weekend. It hit number 2 on all of YouTube trending. Not just like anime, not like movies.
Yeah,
just
everything.
all of YouTube trending. It was number 2.
Now drag your little cursor back so it's at 000.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure. I'm officially at 000. All I see on the screen are a chain and some heels of boots.
Me too. All right, cursor over the play button. You ready?
1
on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go.
Well, babe, power.
Do you think that person in the green there was dragging?
That's what people are saying.
Free yourselves. Take to the seas. My treasure.
Zora
is
looks so
yours to
good.
find.
He does. Usopp looks great.
He does. Yeah, he looks so great. That's Garp, we thought. I think.
So what do you say?
Roger looks great. And these birds that deliver the news are fantastic.
It looks amazing.
Anthony.
That is so
Why would anyone
Luffy.
want to be a pirate? This is the best thing there is.
The ships look great.
Salty seer. Loyal crew by your side.
Ready. That's great because that's how he draws that originally.
I know. I love the original.
Yeah.
The original Jolly Roger.
We're heading up to the Grand Line.
A treacherous stretch of ocean with bigger islands,
That boat gets fucked up.
bigger pirates.
That's
where we're gonna find the One Piece.
That's Mary and Captain Kuro.
Enemies everywhere we go.
Bucky looks so good.
Oh,
Chop, chop, cannon!
He is so good. He is
the
so
way
good.
they did his power is so great.
Luffy, they are hunting you.
Guy, save your ass.
Well, I saved your ass.
So good.
You'll have to excuse them. They're idiots.
This crew, our crew, can handle anything.
Arlong looks good.
The kindness of killing you all together.
You're my captain from now until the end.
And that's such a great moment.
Yeah.
This Nami scene here is great.
I'm gonna kick your ass because no one messes with my friends.
He looks great.
What's so special about you?
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
That lake sweep is great. That scene there is great.
And I'm gonna be king of the pirates. I didn't know there were so many pirates. It's terrible. I know, right? Where's my face?
All right.
August 31st. So pumped for this.
I know it's so. I don't even know where to begin with this thing. I watched that and it made me so excited. Like I want this show to succeed so bad.
I know.
That Netflix scares me with it. Netflix worries me with how they treat shows, whether it's a success or not.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen a lot of anime brought to the big screen before or small screen. And it always looked to me like I couldn't tell sometimes that it was what it was supposed to be. Dragon Ball, for instance. They did a Dragon Ball Z movie. I didn't even know that was supposed to be Dragon Ball Z. It didn't look anything like it. Goku didn't look like Goku.
So bad.
Even Cowboy Bebop, when they did that one, I wasn't a big Cowboy Bebop fan, but like, I don't know, like Cowboy Bebop to me didn't stand out as like, oh wow, look how great this is. Like it looked like an okay show, but I don't know. This just feels so right to me. Maybe because I'm a super mark of this anime right now because we're going through it, we're watching it. But like, I think I'd be able to admit to myself if it was bad.
Yeah, and the thing is we're not the only ones that seem this hyped about this. There are a lot of like, we always on the show we talk a lot about the anime purists that annoy us by you can't watch you watch the dubbed version. What a plebe! Yeah. Like, but it seems
so
like
those people
most people online seem to be looking at this favorably.
And those people that hate the dub version and hate anything to do with that, they're going to hate this from the beginning because they don't want to hear any English voices. They don't want to hear anything that's not what it is. So whatever with those people, they can fuck off as far as I'm concerned.
Well, but they're getting their own version. They're getting the original anime Japanese voice cast is going to dub this into Japanese.
Right. So, whatever for them. So, first of all, Luffy is so good, this kid.
Yeah.
He really, you can tell, is trying hard to capture that essence of him. How naive he is. Just happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Good heart, a dreamer. All about everything that he wants to do. Like, I just think he's so good. I think Nami looks great. I think Zoro has that coolness to him.
That edge.
The scene where he says "You were my captain," like that's right out of the, and like it's just they're gonna focus on that loyalty that Zoro has.
Yeah. So, like the only thing I want to see more of from Luffy is he went in the trailers so far. Every time he said anything about I'm gonna be king of the pirates, it's just kind of like, I'm going to be king of the pirates. At some point in this show, I want him to be anime Luffy and just, I'm going to be king of the pirates! And just screaming and like kind of being a little more crazy, I guess.
I'm sure he will at some point. Some people didn't like Sanji's accent. I don't really care.
I don't care. I think it's going to take me a little bit to get used to, but I don't think it's going to bother me at all.
Speaking of Luffy, like we were talking about, you want to hear him be funny, you want to hear him be that scene, and you can look. There's screenshots of it when he puts the hat on Nami. And like that's a very powerful scene in the anime.
Yeah.
That shot of them walking into Arlon Park and Nami's wearing his hat. Zoro has the bandana on and one hand on his sword, looking so cool. Sanji looks pissed, and Luffy has a pissed off look on his face.
Yep.
This is so good.
Yeah.
That looks so good, that scene. Like they are ready to fuck somebody up, and it's a great picture. I don't know if there's a lot of people with this. You can find that high res shot of it. It's out there. A lot of people sharing it, but that is like so great, showing you the different elements of Luffy. Like, you listen to Nami's going to have that breakdown scene where she cries and leave me alone. I don't want any help. Then she asks for his help and he puts the hat on her. And I love that they're doing the bandana for Zoro when he gets into the bandana mode.
Yep.
The attention to detail with everything that they're doing. I don't know how, as a One Piece fan, you can't respect that they are really into this.
Yeah, the cast definitely seems super, super into it. Obviously, we know Oda had a big role in creating this. From what I understand, he's the one that basically handpicked the cast.
Yeah.
This has got a lot of amazing love and attention on it, and I really think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the fighting, like they didn't show a lot of the fighting in the first trailer of Luffy, just the one punch, but here you saw him fighting a bunch of people at one time, doing that big leg sweep kick.
Yeah.
The kick through the top of Arlong Park. The Gatling against Arlong.
I couldn't believe how good the Gatling looked. I figured that was going to be one like, how the hell are they going to do that? It looks amazing.
Yeah, it really does. And I didn't notice that these were Marines, and I was just looking how good the Marines look. Like, they have the old school hats on, the logo in the back. Like,
yeah, there's that one scene where you can see the axe. I'm guessing that's Axe-Hand Morgan.
Yeah, I wish they would have showed Smoker a little bit, but another one is Buggy. Let's talk about Buggy for a minute, because the first scene of Buggy in the first trailer, a lot of people were a little like, he looks too terrifying. He looks a little scary. I knew there were some concerns that some people voiced about it, but like, they show a clip in here of Buggy with like the knives in his hand, and he's just smiling real innocent and silly. And I'm like, that looks so much like Buggy.
Yep.
Evil in some scenes, normal in the other. His chop thing looked fucking great when he did chop cannon, and the way he sounded doing it.
Yeah, they spent so much money on his CGI,
which I hope that's maybe not one of the reasons it doesn't do good, is the expense, because it's not a movie. You can't judge it by like, hey, is it going to bring in a large box office number?
Yeah.
But if it brings new people into getting Netflix subscriptions to see it, I think that's going to work. Another one that some people talked about was Goldie Roger, and they were like, he looks very like raggedy looking, and
I'll admit, the first couple times through, I was of the same opinion, and then I watched another reaction video that basically commented directly on that, and they're like, look, at this point in his life, he is probably weeks from death.
Days maybe.
Yeah, he's weakened.
Actually, which you're not at yet, so you wouldn't know, but in Wano they do a whole 12 episode or whatever arc of Gold Roger's like relationship with Kozuki Oden and Whitebeard and everything, and they talk about it's cancer.
Okay.
It's they don't call it cancer, but it's cancer.
Yeah.
And they talk about like his health and how he is. He never did that earlier on in the show. And then he gets to a point where, he's retired and he thinks he has about a year left. It's kind of like when he goes off to meet Ace's mom and does all that. And like they show him days before and he's raggedy. Like, he's weak, he's small, like it really has the best of him. And that's how he would look. And they were like, that guy why'd they make him have these horrible teeth? I'm like, he's a fucking pirate. Like, like he looks rough and ragged. I think he looks great. I think it looks like such a depiction of how he would look. I think Mihawk looks fucking fantastic.
Oh, that dude looks fantastic.
All of that. Arlong looks great.
Arlong looks great, knowing that they didn't use like CGI and it's makeup and practical effects, and I respect it for that.
Yeah.
Would I maybe have liked a little CGI in there? Maybe make him a little bit bigger. Maybe.
But you got to cut costs where you can.
Exactly.
And people might have, and then people would have bitched that the CGI looks hokey.
Exactly. So I think this is definitely a good way to go.
Making him some big giant monster looking CGI thing. I'm glad the effort went into Sea Kings and Luffy's Gum Gum ability and the Chop Chop thing. You don't need that for Arlong. Arlong's not that big of a deal that he has to be the best. I'm sure they'll do stuff for him where I like that he had that big ass sword that he had.
Oh, that sword is great.
He has that sword. I think the nose makes sense. Like Arlong's nose in anime was just kind of like weird. This has like fish bones coming out of it.
It actually looks like a real swordfish.
Yeah. So it's neat. Like, sounds good. The only character that you had a problem with was Shanks.
Yes. And I think it may be just that one scene because
you know what?
Because the scene with the little
I'm looking at the picture of him right now. His face, and he doesn't have the best face. I will admit.
The funny thing is, like, if you go and look at this actor's a good-looking dude. So I don't know why they dumbed him down for Shanks, because I think in the anime, Shanks is supposed to be kind of a pretty good, suave, good-looking dude.
Like the picture where he's standing there, like pointing a gun, and he has the hat.
Exactly.
The hat doesn't like fit his head.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like. Yeah, he looks like a bit of a fight there. I don't know.
But I will say the side profile in the scene in the little where he's putting the hat on little Luffy, that looks good.
He looks better without the hat on.
He looks much better without the hat on.
Yeah,
and we know he's not going to have the hat for very long because it's.
And we know, he's not going to be in this very long either.
No.
He's gonna. Shanks is gonna have one episode.
Maybe part of an episode.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably do Luffy as a kid here and all that different things, and he ain't gonna have much. But he'll be fine. It looks like they were showing you young Garp.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be him on the platform with Roger.
Yeah, I looked up the actors playing him. That's definitely him there when he's standing there with Roger. Yeah, he looks cool. I can't wait to see how they do Smoker.
Yeah. That's going to be...
Alvida looks cool. She's another one. I just saw her name pop up. She looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see how they do Smoker. That's going to be curious.
So, again, I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. Is the Alvida that he faces in, like, episode 2 or 3, whatever it is in the anime... The one that they're depicting here, is that the same in Alvida that ends up with the buggy pirates later?
Yeah, she loses weight.
She just loses a bunch of weight? Okay, all right. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure, because I was like, what, wasn't she? Huh? I was thinking about that the other day. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the action looks good. The feel of it feels real good to me.
And for me right now, I think that's the biggest component. It feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It has a good vibe to it. And like I said, the image that did it for me is them walking into Arlon Park. I mean, in the beginning saga, that's one of the best moments when they're finally together. When he's like, this person hurt Nami, let's go take care of it. And they all go together for Nami, even though she was an ass towards them for all those times and stole the fucking boat and did all that stuff. And they like stand up for her, and I don't really understand why these people are standing up for me. No one's ever done that. And he's like, because you're my friend. That's going to be such a moment. That's probably towards the end. But God, I love Zoro in that headband so much. Just holding on to the sword while it's on his belt. Yeah. What a fucking badass. So, yeah, it was really good. I'm happy with it. I can't wait for it. I know you're going to watch all of it in one day.
I'm going to try not to, because I told you, I think we need to watch at least the first episode we need to watch together.
Yeah, we do. We got to watch it together. We got to have a viewing party.
Yeah. Logan will be back at school, though, won't he?
Probably, but
On the
depends when
30
it comes.
on the 31st.
Depends when it comes out. I wonder what Brock and Ken are going to think if they're going to actually watch it.
I don't think Ken will. Like, I don't think there's any way in hell that Ken will. Brock might.
Okay. Can we also talk about Usopp and I think how good he's going to be in this show?
Yeah, I think he's going to be fantastic.
I do. I think his character is going to be the perfect blend of comic relief that you need for a show like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's going to be the perfect blend of that. Kind of funny, egging people on. I like in that one scene in the trailer with Nami, kind of has like a pirate coat and a hat on.
Yeah.
You know, doing all that. So yeah, I think he's going to be really good.
What's the other? There was one other scene that I wanted to kind of highlight. Oh, Mihawk's sword looks great when they do that close up of his sword hilt. I'm curious if they're going to do the little knife that he uses against Zoro first before he pulls out the big sword for, you know, what happens, or if they're just going to have him fight straight up and they're going to cut that out. Because, I mean, that was a big moment to show how much above Zoro he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know if they'll how much they'll go into that with
which maybe using a little sword could look a little weird.
Yeah, maybe they don't go as bad as it was in the anime, but maybe he does use something other than his like giant cleaver thing.
Sword looks good.
And then the other scene that was the scene where you're like, who's that guy? And that's Mary. That's Kaya's the guy with the little ram horns that designed the Going Merry. And then if you look to the side of his head, the knives come out, and that's Captain Kuro, the dude with the finger knives.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
That I forgot all about that guy. The guy from Usopp's village?
Yes.
Okay.
He was Kaya's caretaker and the one that ended up trying to kill her.
Okay, I didn't realize that guy was going to be in it too.
I didn't either, but as soon as that scene popped in the trailer, I was like, holy shit, they're doing it.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to be very quick.
Yeah.
Scene for that one.
I think the bulk I want to say the bulk of the show, I think they're going to get to all of the crew members relatively quickly.
Well, so I know we maybe talked about this once before, but if you look at the episode guide, the first episode is called Romance Dawn. I think this is going to be strictly Luffy meeting Zoro and some Nami in there, and Kobe, Elvita, things of that nature. And then
you think by the end of episode 1 they'll get to all the way to Zoro and Nami?
I think so, because I don't think they're going to focus too much. I mean, Zoro's in episode 2 of the anime.
True.
You know, and you're not. This whole thing up to there's 8 episodes. Netflix out here changed the episode names they hit them, but when they originally had these episode names out here, they were all like arcs almost.
Okay.
From the first season. So like if you go to you had a One Piece tracker, so did I. The original East Blue Saga, you had Romance Down, Orange Town, Syrup Village, Barate Arc, Arlong Park, Log Town, Warship Island Arc. I think that's kind of what you're going to see here. I think it's going to be like Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and then a second episode is going to be Usopp. And then it's going to be Sanji. Then it's going to be like back to Nami's village, and then Arlong Park, and then they're probably going to be the Log Town thing with Buggy and all that kind of stuff. And then I think you're going to see like Reverse Mountain as like the last episode.
So I found, I've never heard of this website, but it's got some episode titles on it. Episode 1, Romance Dawn, and it's a picture of Shanks and the Sea King. Episode 2, The Man in the Straw Hat. Episode 3 is called Tell No Tales, and it's a picture of Buggy.
That's Tell No Tales. Sounds like Usopp to me.
Yeah, you're right. But then episode 4, The Pirates Are Coming, and that's a picture of Usopp. And that was one of the things that he always used to yell when he was running into Syrup Village, the pirates are coming, the pirates are coming.
Right.
And then episode 5 is Eat at Baratier. Episode 6 is The Chef and the Chore Boy. And remember, Luffy owed Zepp chores for breaking up the restaurant.
Right, Chore Boy.
Chore Boy. And then episode 7, The Girl with the Sawfish Tattoo. This is just, she's already going to have been introduced, but this will be her story. Kind of like what they did in the anime. And then episode 8 is just called The Worst in the East.
Okay.
But
so
this
you might not get
ago.
Sanji to episode 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst in the East. Worst generation. Yeah, I think you'll see something with them making it to the Grand Line at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go all the way or if they're gonna do it like as they're heading towards Reverse Mountain.
I mean, imagine a cliffhanger for people that if you're a person that doesn't know this show, imagine a cliffhanger of them all in that boat, fighting off whoever they were fighting, doing what they're doing, and then all of a sudden they'd start going up a mountain.
Yeah.
Up a water stream instead of down it, and you just see them all flying up to the top and then heading down, and they're all screaming, and it ends like that. You wouldn't know if they all died or like what happened. I think that's a great way to end it.
And then you open season 2 with Laboon.
Yeah, a giant whale.
Giant city-sized whale.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I mean, because there were 61 episodes in the East Blue Saga.
So, if you're breaking it up, you get 8 anime episodes per episode of the show.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And there you go. I think it's going to be good.
I'm super pumped. I haven't been this excited about a show in a really long time.
Yeah, and
like live action.
You have me to thank for it.
I do have you to thank for it, because if you hadn't convinced me to watch the first 3 episodes, I wouldn't be 850 episodes in.
Yeah. So you're currently right now. We have to do an episode about Zoe.
Yes.
And then you're in Whole Cake right now.
Yeah, where am I at? It's the day of the big wedding, and I won't spoil what the wedding is, but it's the day of the big wedding.
Day of the big wedding. All right, sounds good. I am currently waiting. I'm at 988, and a weird thing is this place I've been getting them from. They released a dub version of episode 1029 and 1030. Which is a flashback episode between Luffy and Shanks. And it's dubbed, but like I don't know to watch it yet or to wait or what to do with it, because I'm like, it's flashback. I don't think there's much spoilers to it, but like very odd timing and like why that's out there. But 988 holding strong. That's the most released so far. For on any site. Funimation actually hasn't caught up to it just yet. So that's where I'm at.
Cool.
It's tough because like all these other the big thing that everyone's waiting for is of course Fifth Gear, which is supposed to be end of the month, beginning of So there's a lot of that, and I'm like, I'm not watching this in Japanese. Like my kids were on me on vacation. We're like, just watch it. They're all out there. You're gonna miss all these major fights and all these things. I'm like,
You're not gonna miss it. You just gotta wait for it.
I'm like, I don't want to watch it that way. I don't want to see it that way. I'm sorry that's weird to everybody, but like, I want to see it how I see it.
I agree. As painful as it's going to be, I'm going to wait as well.
So I just looked up. Apparently, 1029 and 1030 are tie-in episodes to One Piece Red the movie.
Okay.
One Piece Red the movie stars Shanks' daughter named Uda, who's not canon, and all about her. She has some music power, and so this was like a preview of that.
Okay, gotcha.
Total filler. So there you go. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to. I'll wait. I'm good waiting.
Me too.
It's gonna be hard, but I'm good waiting. I'm watching Bleach.
Ah, okay.
Well, I've been watching Bleach and other shows, just things bouncing around,
Filler to keep you going.
I check this thing every day to see if there's a new episode out there. But you'll eventually catch me.
Yeah, I've been going slow.
You have slowed down. I thought I'd come back from vacation and you would be done with Whole Cake.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. Well, so I know what it is about Whole Cake that I've had an issue with, and that issue is now gone. So I'm hoping I can get back into it.
What was your issue? Should we talk offline?
Yeah, we can talk offline.
All right, let's end this one. And you'll get a talking anime about Whole Cake here eventually. We're not there yet. Zoe coming next. We'll be doing that one this weekend.
All right, thanks everybody.
All right, later.